What if I told you the Taliban's biggest threat isn't America or NATO, but a secret war inside its own leadership? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover the leaked audio that proves a massive split at the very top, and how two competing visions for Afghanistan could tear the entire country apart. The supreme leader warned his own government could collapse from within. And now, for the first time, we can show you the two sides of this explosive civil war. Meet the two factions. On one side, the supreme leader Hibatullah Akhundzada, ruling from Kandahar. His vision? A strict Islamic emirate, completely isolated from the modern world where religious figures control everything. On the other side, a powerful group based in Kabul, including cabinet ministers and powerful militants. They want an Afghanistan that still follows strict Islam, but engages with the outside world, builds an economy, and even allows girls to go to school beyond primary level. One insider called it the Kandahar House versus Kabul. But here's the twist. According to the Taliban, Akhundzada is the absolute ruler, accountable only to Allah. So the question was, would the Kabul group ever dare to challenge him? Then came a decision that lit the fuse. The investigation started with a piece of leaked audio, obtained by the BBC. In it, Akhundzada warns his own members that internal disagreements could bring down the entire emirate. He said, and I quote, "As a result of these divisions, the emirate will collapse and end." This speech was made in January 2025, and it confirmed rumors that had been swirling for months. But the Taliban always denied any split, even when the BBC asked them directly. So the BBC's Afghan service launched a year-long investigation. They conducted more than 100 interviews with current and former Taliban members, local sources, experts, and former diplomats. Because this story is so dangerous, the BBC agreed not to identify these sources for their safety. And here's what they found. The split is real, and it's about three huge issues: attitudes towards women, the use of the internet, and the interpretation of religion itself. The Kandahar faction, loyal to Akhundzada, is driving the country towards total isolation. But the Kabul faction is pushing back, advocating for engagement and even some rights for women. This isn't just a policy debate. These are powerful Taliban ministers and militants, commanding the support of thousands of loyalists. The tension is so high, it prompted the supreme leader's desperate warning from his madrasa. Think about the stakes. Afghanistan is already one of the most isolated nations on Earth. If the Kandahar hardliners win, that isolation becomes permanent. Women and girls face a future with no education, no rights, but if the Kabul group somehow gains influence, it could mean a seismic shift. A chance for the country to rebuild, to connect. The problem is power. Akhundzada's spokesman says he has absolute power. So how does a challenge even happen? The investigation reveals a clash of wills so severe, it threatens the foundation of their entire government. Some experts say this internal rift is more dangerous to the Taliban's rule than any foreign army. Others warn that if the Kabul faction fails, Afghanistan plunges into even deeper darkness. But here's the part that will blow your mind. This secret war isn't happening in shadows. It's happening in government meetings, in cabinet decisions, in the very laws being passed. The future of 40 million people hangs in the balance between two cities, Kandahar and Kabul. So what do you think happens next? Does the supreme leader crush the rebellion? Or does the Kabul faction find a way to win? Drop your take in the comments. Do you think engagement or isolation is the future for Afghanistan? Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more global stories that impact us all.